Yo, this is Jimi Kendrix once again. Producers Union Podcast. Yeah, we got a special treat today. Special treat. Got my family in the building. Episode. Of course, this is Producers Union Podcast. So it's only right that I have producers. Correct? Once again, the purpose of this podcast is to be able to give you insight as to what happens in the music industry from the producer's perspective. What better people to have here? Some vets, and then have some young up and coming monsters being created. Who better than to have, without a doubt, this fool right here, man. I didn't even know he was gonna come through. He surprised me. Love this kid to death, man. Super producer music, Mystro. I gotta let the oh yeah, I gotta let the whole thing, I gotta let it all go. Mystro, man, what's good, brother?
What's up, bro?
How you been, man?
Bless.
Yeah, you've been having a lot going on, man.
A lot.
Like I said, you got a lot of things going on, man. I've been hearing you've been in that studio heavy. I'm glad to see that you're back in your groove. You've always been working in the production side and also DJing. As many of you don't know, this is without a doubt one of the top producers, New York City, that I would have to say in the game right now. New York City.
Yeah.
There ain't many producers in New York that's consistently providing good quality music where whoever and wherever they touch. So it's without a doubt, it's a pleasure, man, to have my brother Music Mystro in the motherfucking building, man.
I honestly didn't know what the hell I was walking into.
I'm so glad you caught it.
I thought I was just coming to see my brother Jimmy and shit, you know. But we here.
Well, now you walk into the Producers Union Podcast. You along with this young beast right here.
Yeah.
This dude right here, man. Like when I heard him from day one, I was like, this kid about to be out of here. He about to be gone. Humble, talented, great family, great upbringing. Dude can play.
Can I say something, Jimmy?
Hell yeah! I was gonna say I need you to give me an intro for this.
One. Can I just say I'm 2 for 2?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Yes. That big shout out Evan Brown. Yeah. Also a young up and coming heat maker, who is doing his thing as well. But I had to have this young man up. I'm working with him currently on a couple projects, and his name has been getting around all over the place, man. Known people, unknown people, artists are starting to spring up heavy. It's getting crazy. So I had to have him on this show before he touched or got anywhere or got too big for me. Without a doubt, my boy, man, Ricky Belfort.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The crowd is here, man. How do you feel, man?
Good.
Feel good?
Yeah.
How do you guys sound? You guys sound a little tired. Where you coming from?
Studio.
Came from. Oh, see, I've been putting in some heavy work lately, huh?
Yeah, the whole day.
How was it working right beside a producer like Music Mystro? He's not the most difficult at times, especially when he is in his producer mode and he's working on some shit that he knows what he wants. But he still expects you to do it your way or do your thing. You know what I mean? Without him telling you how is that working?
Don't hold back. Say how it is.
No,
I want him to see because I'm gonna let him talk on that. Don't hold back. Just say how it is.
How is it working with Music Mystro?
I'm gonna say educational. Because when he first started working with me, I used to put too much in the beat. Like I would have too many layers. I think there was one day he took out, I think, like a few sounds, from the beat, and he was like, "You can make a whole other beat with this."
Wow.
I'm like, "Oh damn."
Wow. Wow.
I think like working with him, he's very musical, very musical. So what I was expecting him to say is really no pressure, because I let him get on the keys and I let him do him. And I just listen. I don't say nothing.
Right.
I listen.
Right.
I hear. That's it right there.
Right.
You know,
that takes a level of confidence, and at the same time being able to like catch it when you hear it, but being patient enough to let him just be him and come out. And the more he come out, sometimes I know
a lot of
you're in the zone, you don't realize what you're doing. Sometimes
a lot of times, because he does it all the time. Like he'll be jamming. Like I'll do the first half of the beat, and then he's doing his jam session. Like he's trying to find something.
Right.
And he'll fly over a lot of things, and I'll be hearing shit. I'm like, wait, that what you did right there, that. Let's build off of that.
Right.
Sometimes he's doing so much he forget what he done did though.
Wow.
You know, but it'd be perfect.
Right.
You know, so I've been working with him for like 5 years now. About
That's
5
crazy.
years. We've
crazy.
been locking in, and pretty much I give him free range, but if there's like specific records, you know, I try to lay out the box of what we need. But for the most part, like you said, when he started in the beginning, he overproduced, but I just let him go because you knew me for a long time. Like I love sequencing a record, so all them elements that he gave me, it was just like a puzzle. Like okay,
right.
I'm not gonna get rid of all these sounds. I'm just gonna arrange it different.
Got you.
You know, and that's how it worked a lot working with him.
Using that talent that you have around you, which hold on, I gotta say, Music Mystro, don't be trying to act like you motherfucker ain't obese yourself, nigga. Like you nice with it. So to be able to,
I mean,
and it's funny because some producers don't. Some people get threatened or they feel a little intimidated by talent. You know what I mean? That comes your way. Some people don't know how to translate that into great records. Some people who not want to work with an artist or a producer that can do a wide range of things. And some producers don't have that mentality to know how to bottle that.
Listen, man.
To get the best possible record. You know what I mean?
Listen, I know my strong points.
Got you.
And I know what he's strong at. So it ain't nothing for me to like put my ego aside. Like there's been records where I played all over it.
Right.
I did my thing and sent it to him. I come back, the shit sound different. But it's better.
Right.
So I'm not mad.
I love that.
Like there was another record I had sent to him, and it was a sample. We were just talking about this earlier. It was a sample on a record. A sample through the whole record, and the sample drove the record. He sends the record back. I'm listening to it. The sample is gone. The sample is gone, Ricky. I mean, Jimmy, the sample's gone.
Wow.
But I'm listening to the record and my mouth dropped.
Wow.
Because he played the sample over. Wow. And he changed about 3 keys, and I'm like,
that's sick.
Yo, I call him back. Yo, Ricky, you know what you just did? He said, yo, I'm sorry. I was like, nah, you did good.
Right.
We just dodged the sample clearance.
Saved us money.
You just saved us mad money. Like,
that's amazing.
And I ain't even tell him to do that. He did it on his own.
That's crazy.
You know,
that's talented, man.
Yeah, he did that twice. He did that on the Graph record we did. He did it on that too. It was a sample driven. He took the sample down and played it over. Wow. And I'm like, okay, so I heard what he did. He left certain elements out. So then that's when I came in and I added, I played what I played, played on top of, like what we do. Matter of fact, I think I was in Miami when I needed that record too. I think I was in Miami. So I started it in Miami. We transferred it to him. He did what he did. And I got it back. And I'm like, oh, this kid is bugging. Because it was hard. And
that's amazing.
I finished it off in the studio in Miami, and that one was out of here. So,
but before we go any further, you listen to Jimi Kendrix Producers Union podcast. We have, without a doubt, 2 special guests, and I say special guests because he's a close friend of mine. Music Mystro, super producer, and soon to be super producer Ricky Belfort in the motherfucking building.
He already.
They are here. And honestly, that label. What is your opinion of that label stuff? When people say beat maker, producer, super producer, what is it? What is it? What is that exactly? What is the difference? What does that mean? Really, does it mean anything?
Beat
You
maker?
work with them. You've been around them.
Jimmy,
Yeah. What is the difference?
Jimmy, you're a beat maker. Ricky, you're a beat maker. Maestro, I'm a beat maker.
Right.
Jimmy, you're a producer. You're a producer. I'm a producer. We're both. So I look at it like this. Producers can be beat makers, but
Right.
beat makers cannot be producers.
Wow. That's woo.
You know what I mean? Like, they know how to make beats, but they don't know how to complete a song. They don't know how to put the song together. They don't know how to structure it.
That's very important.
You
That's
know?
very important.
So,
Who taught you some of your early lessons from you working up underneath people?
you.
Oh, come on, man.
You was one of them. I learned some joints from you because I'll never forget the day, you know, when I met you. I was in the studio with Chink Santana.
Yeah, Murder Inc.
Your Murder Inc. Your fellow Murder Inc. producer.
Yes.
So,
big
you
shout
know,
out to my boy
that was the
Chinks,
first
man.
time when I met you. I was in the studio working with Chinks, and I met you in 7.
Yeah.
So definitely,
Shout
you
out to
were Chinks, but really, Dame Grease,
Yeah, Dame.
Dame
Fucking
Grease,
hot, man.
Self-Service, and 6-Figure Digger.
Yeah. Yes.
Those
yes.
was my 3 mentors coming up.
Wow. That's heavy.
Yeah.
That's really heavy. A lot of those producers had big parts and like
Funny
big
thing.
success on a lot of artists that came out during that
So
time.
I remember with Grease, man.
DMX.
Grease was always my favorite producer. Like, he was very underrated, but at the time, the sound that he was making, it's like he had a lot of worldly, classical, hip hop sounding stuff. You know, and that's where I was at. I was very musical. So remember the first time I met him, exchanged emails, and I was just sending them beats,
dope.
right? And he replies back, "Yo, who's managing you? Nobody? You're on the team."
Wow.
That's it. That was
no
it.
way.
Yeah.
That's rare.
You know, like, just off of sending beats, and, you know, that led to, you know, working on a lot of projects with him, you know, a lot of vacant lot shit, a lot of outside projects. As far as Digger, you know, I started off as an intern at Entertainment. And, you know, Cam and Cam, Digger did a lot of the first 2 albums. I was an intern there, so I was always in the studio, and I would always ask Digger and what's this? So Digger dropped a lot of jewels. Like, you know, mentally he prepared me. He prepared me mentally for a lot of things. You know, and Self, it's another one. He took me under his wing. And I can't forget about, I'm forgetting somebody else, like the DJ Twins.
Oh, yes.
Them
yes.
too, because there was a time where I signed a very bad contract. Very bad. And you know
give
what?
us some logistics of the deal, like particulars.
Yeah, what I thought was a three-year deal, 50-50 split on everything, which I was dumb for signing that first and foremost. You know, but, you know, the people put in my head 50% of nothing is nothing.
Right. Wow.
Mind you, I'm 18. I just turned 18. Getting out of high school, I ain't have nothing.
Wow.
You know, so that little bit of money I thought was a lot of money. You know?
Yeah.
So I went and took it. You know,
Young
but
people.
young, dumb, you know. I read the contract, which I did not know what I was reading. And yeah, I was an idiot and I signed it. Wow. Now, I made a lot of money with these people, but imagine if the contract was legit.
A legit fair contract.
If it was a fair contract,
what type of numbers you look
right,
amazing.
Right. But the great thing after it, like within the like 2.5 years, it was just bad. And, you know, me thinking that it was a 3-year contract, I waited it out. Gotcha. You know, waiting for that year, the 3rd year to be up, waiting for it to be up. And when I told them I went out, you know, they hit me with all this legal, like, your contract not up, you know, and I was already running with some other people, you know, my dudes, this management company, Romeo ENT, and back then, they had me, Kanai Finch, Bang Out,
Crazy.
Flacco the Great, and the unsigned J. Cole.
That's crazy.
You know, so we was all under one umbrella, but I'm still under this situation. They got me out of that situation. You know, but at least I was smart enough, like, to go get a lawyer and get out of it. Like, I brought it to them, let them know, and, they set me up correctly, and I got out of that. And
I know that had to have been, like, a real stressful labor, knowing that you're not tied into a contract, that you know that it's going to put you in something.
Well,
or do you?
Let me tell you what I did. I was smart. I'm CSAC.
Oh, smart.
I'm under CSAC.
For those that don't know who CSAC is, give them just an idea who the company CSAC is.
It's the third one nobody ever talks about. Because you don't get it unless they invite you.
Right.
ASCAP, BMI,
CSAC.
Yeah, so I'm under CSAC. That's the only one I've been under. I've been with them for over 20 joints. I've been with them for a minute. And that's how long they've been around. Like, I ain't never been nowhere but CSAC. But what I did, I went and talked to my moms about what was going on, because it was just so much work I had on the table. And I couldn't be Music Mystro on these records.
Right.
Yeah.
No, you did.
I can't hear myself now.
You can't hear it?
No. You turned it.
Sorry.
Yeah, alright. So I couldn't be Music Mystro on them records. Spoke to my moms. I said, my little brother, I need to put him under ASCAP or BMI.
Okay, so explain when you say that you couldn't be Music Mystro anymore, which meant under contract, that you were Music Mystro was under contract,
right?
But to do other work, you had to do it under another name,
right? To
not block the work from coming through,
right?
But not to get it caught underneath that contract,
right?
Under Music Mystro.
So even though I was doing all the music,
gotcha,
it was nothing falling under my name, but it was still, it was going under my little brother's, his soul to everything. So, shouts to my little brother. he was still young, but mom
Yo,
knew.
if I was your brother, I'd be like, oh no, I need half.
Oh, you got
some of that, nigga.
You got some. You got some. I'm just mad he didn't go all the way through with producing. He tried. But still, that avenue was there for me. I had him under ASCAP, and I was just putting everything.
That's correct.
I had to run everything through my mom's first, but just let them know like what's going on, make sure everything is legit. Word.
By the way, we have one more person here. This is one of the co-hosts who comes through when he's not out there in the studio or grinding or doing those shows. Without a doubt, he's in the cut.
I'm in
Filthy
the cut.
Rich. Filthy Rich is in the building.
Filthy.
Rich Filthy. Yeah, so
Ricky, let me ask you a question. Have you, watching what Mystro has went through, from what you know of, have you learned anything from the business when people approach you? Because I'm sure you're at a point now where when they see you affiliated with somebody like Mystro, I'm sure when he walks away from you, they are approaching you. And I'm sure the people are like trying to grab you or trying to pull you to do stuff, and they know that you're dealing with somebody. So how do you handle that when someone is trying to get you to do other work without dealing with your management or dealing with someone that handles the business?
I guess how they approach me.
Yeah, how have you ever had that happen to you?
I mean, there's been a few people that's been a little bold.
That they just
they still come up, but I mean, depending on what it is, I might do something, might mess with it if it's right though.
Do they sometimes, like, I've had people that they respect the work, they respect the grind, but they don't know if I'm smart business wise. So sometimes they'll throw scenarios at you to see if you'll bite, you know what I mean, on taking certain deals, not knowing if you know the business side of it. Have you ever had people that try to like talk business to you and think that you was like just a dumb musician, like you didn't know numbers or percentages or how it's supposed to go? Have you had that happen yet?
I mean, how I deflect it, I pretty much tell them, I'm like, well, let me run it by my team first, and how they react
to that. Okay.
Yeah.
To business
it
being
tells me what I
done
need to
properly. How? Yeah. That's smart.
Yeah.
I've seen stuff like that, happen, and then
like,
you get
I'm
a whole
just-
different look.
I'm just like, now I'm on a level where I can handle as much as I can handle on my own.
Gotcha.
And then when it starts getting to contracts and paperwork, all right, let me call my team, let them know what I've done and let them know what I finagled.
Got you.
Y'all close the deal. I got it halfway
Gotcha.
there now. That's
Gotcha.
on my end, because it's like
Gotcha.
I've been in it long enough where I'm smart enough. I done made enough mistakes to know what I want to do and what I'm not going to do.
Got you. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's real dope. Do you have management yet?
Yeah, right now I have currently have management. So far it's been going good. He's it's pretty much verbal agreement and seeing what we can do. But so far so good.
Do you put a certain like a certain to yourself? Do you set a certain goal to yourself or do you have expectations of that person that's in the role of management? Like, do you expect them to be able to place records for you? What are some of the expectations that you have?
I guess help me carry out the vision. Like I have a vision and
You're in the interview right now?
Yeah, right in one. That's good, brother.
You know, like what you told me, someone has to get some. But
He said, what you need, bud?
yeah,
You need, bud.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Get my percentage.
and
So for me, when I did In-House with Murder Inc., I knew what my terms were. I knew how much they had already given me. Well, they had already signed me to 7 records. Found me in on Farmers. John and had took 3 records already. Then had took 7 records for Blood in My Eye. So I knew already what I was gonna walk in with a check with. I knew the terms. I knew that Irv was not signing any. Irv wasn't fucking with people unless you was signing the top dog. So I knew like the particulars of the deal, what he wanted from me, the percentage. He wanted 20. He wanted 20. Wanted his 25%. One of the things I wanted was I didn't want to be one of those producers that it said produced by Irv Gotti, instruments by the real producer. That was one of the terms that I didn't want to happen to me. And I wanted not just to just sell 7 records for Blood in My Eye. I wanted to also ensure that beyond this contract, Irv was going to give me more records. Meaning, I'm doing Blood in My Eye now, but I want to also do Ashanti. I also want to do Lloyd. I want to do whatever you're touching. So that was some of the particulars of my agreement with In-House. What was some of your what were some of the points where you were like, you know what, I'll make a move on management? Because for a producer to make a move on management, you gotta pretty much have a sense that like, I'm kind of hot, like shit's starting to get crazy. You know what I mean? So
I mean, I need
to get a motherfucking somebody to watch my back, my front, my side, and to take all those calls, those wacky calls. You know what I mean? That I don't really feel funny about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, did you sit down with your manager and say, look, I need you to do me this, or did they say, look, I'm the manager, I could do this, and you were like, okay, cool.
Nah, I mean it's pretty much a agreement. Like it's not something where it's like stepping on toes.
But if say Kendrick Lamar wants a record, then that person's gonna step in and facilitate it.
I mean,
or you gonna let Kendrick Lamar talk to you as much as possible, and then I'm gonna pass it off like Mystro said. I'm gonna walk it all the way down to the river, and then at the end I'm gonna let them seal the deal, and you know what I mean.
yeah. I mean, I think in my opinion, I could be wrong, but it's like I think it's important, I guess, to talk to the artist because you're building a rapport at the end of the day.
That's very important.
You're catching a vibe with them at the studio, see what kind of records they
Very
into.
important. Very important.
And then the business side, the managers handle the business side. Whatever.
Yeah. Mystro, do you like to have your business handled before you start your work or after? Do you like to know that your check has been cut before you begin your work? So that way, when you begin your work,
Let me.
you like totally on music mode. Like you ain't got to worry about. Damn, I don't finish this record.
Let me ask this question. Let me phrase this question. Let me ask you a question about this question.
Okay.
Are you talking about early 2000s or are you talking about today?
There's a big difference. Totally. Now you're totally right. Because money, the way things was done, two different situations. You know what I mean? Budgets was serious. I mean, people were really buying records, so it is a lot different.
Yeah, man. I'm a lot stingier today.
Okay.
Because I
see him all the time with No Free Beats campaign.
I haven't done that in a while.
Don't even holler at me, nigga. You know what I mean?
Like even
correct type
last
shit.
time we hung out and we was in the car. Me and you was in the car and I was playing joints.
That was
and you was like, yo, why are you holding on to these
I
joints?
always was like, man, you got them stash.
And that's what it is. You know, like I'm not. I don't like music now. I mean, I like. Let me phrase it. I don't like the state that music is in.
Gotcha.
You know, so I'm just at a point where I'm just picking and choosing what I want to work on. You know, and from there on, like if I'm really invested in a project, then we can handle everything on the back end. You know,
depends on the relationship.
It really does. Like
seems like that for you. Like it has to be about the relationship. It has to.
I rather it be a relationship involved because when you got a relationship, you know, the music comes out better.
Hell yeah.
That's what I was saying with the rapport.
Gotcha.
It comes out better. That's why, like, you know, a lot of people was hitting me up about Ali Caldwell. You know, because they listen. I've been running with Ali for like over 5 years now. And I've been telling everybody, Ali Caldwell, Ali. Now they seen her on, what's that? They saw her on The Voice. Now they just seen her they seen her get robbed on The 4 because everybody thought everybody said she was supposed to win. She was the strongest vocalist, but you know, through the politics and bullshit, they had to get rid of her to let who they want to win because she was the strongest. She was the threat.
Yeah.
So they had to bring back somebody she beat, and she still beat them, but they gave it to the other girl. You know, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. You know, I've been working with Ali way before all of that. And we're under the same management. You know, so now there's a lot of people coming out the woodwork like, yo, send this to her. Let me see. I'm the A&R of the album too. You know, so yeah, you know, a lot of things come through me. You know, I got the power to send her things, you know, or like, nah, that ain't it. That ain't working. But the great thing about it, like, I just have direct access to her. So, like, I actually got the first single for the album, the first single. Right. And that just came up on me listening. That came up on me listening to what they was talking about because at that point they really didn't ask me for nothing. They didn't ask me for a damn thing. And I'm just listening and I just went and I banged this beat out. I sent it back and they went crazy. It was like, yo, this is it. Then another one me and him did, I was just playing beats and she said, I want that. What the hell you gonna do with that? That's not you. You Let Me Down came out crazy, right?
Yeah. How do you tell an artist that's not you?
When you know an artist, when you think you know an artist,
right?
When you're used to an artist doing a certain thing, you know, like, nah, that's not you. But you know, at the same time, I always say, like, I don't want to send artists beats because I could play. I could play a million bangers, and that might not be for you. That's not your lane. It's not what you may like it, but it's not you.
Right.
You know. So for me, it's always I rather build in the studio with the artist, and that's where the best work come out.
That's beautiful, man.
You know.
Did you, Ricky, what is your plan? Like, aside from producing records for people, what other goals do you have in mind? Because I see you with that voice box machine, and I hear that it came from somebody. It was a gift from somebody. That's what I hear. And then you kind of just took that motherfucker and just made that shit like something else, a life of its own. Like you brought back Roger Troutman's spirit and just kind of just went ham. Tell me about how'd you get that? First of all,
I think I was at work one day and Mystro hit me up. He said there's an artist, like a West Coast artist, Cali Bud, that we were gonna do his project. And I just said as a joke, I was like, well, time to break out the talk box. He sent me a screenshot and he said, this one? I'm like, I was just playing. He was like, nah, we're gonna pick this up. I'm like, all right, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
I mean, Teddy Riley is my favorite producer.
Yeah, yes.
So,
yes.
You know, when you say talk box, I automatically say two people. Well, three. I say three people. If I'm either saying Roger Troutman, Teddy Riley, or Battle Cat.
Crazy. Oh, here's another one.
You know, so
that's another one. Hell yeah.
we went. Where we go? Sam Ash or Guitar Son or whatever. And I bought this shit.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? But then at the end of the day, I thought about it. He plays better than me. Learn this. Like, and that comes from me putting my ego aside. I know he plays better than me, so he's going to utilize it better than me.
Right.
Ricky, you hold this down. You learn this.
That's crazy.
And he learned it.
What?
He learned it.
He
beyond learned it. You know,
man. I hear some records that you're doing. I'm like, man, you sound like you could be an artist yourself. Have you ever thought about putting out a project of your own?
I thought about doing like as I call it, like a Sonic EP. Like I wanted to, guess in lack of a better terms, I wanted to be like a urban Daft Punk.
That's crazy.
I experimented with a song. I actually interpolated sexual healing and like turned it to like a trap soul, but with the talk box.
Do you have that? Do you have that record?
Yeah, I have it on.
Where you can play it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely got to hear that record, if possible.
Yeah, I got
it. Okay.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jimmy. It's funny. We just talking about Ali's project.
Ali's project.
We just talking about Ali's project, and I looked at my phone, and me and Ricky had produced this record on her album called Mr. Can't Get Right.
That's crazy.
Now, right now, the record is very incomplete. We just added the live guitar on it. Shouts to my man Nate Jones, the live bass. Nate Jones went in and added the live bass. Nate Jones from the Trey Songz Experience. He's Trey Songz bass player. He came to the studio, laid the bass. Next thing, we looking for some brass players. So I recall I had hit you up a couple of months ago about doing the drums for that song, because you're nasty on the drums. Do you remember that?
I think I do.
Yeah, you think you do. Well, the reason why I brought that up is because I just looked at, and I just put that I'm here, and manager Omar, O2, just hits me up like, can we get them drums, family?
No way. Oh, hell yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah, so
let's do it.
All right. So definitely, we definitely need drums on that record, man, because
let's set that up.
It just, everything just got to be live, because I hate what I did on it. I don't think Ricky's a fan of too much of what he did on it.
Oh, stop it, both of y'all, man. Stop it, man.
She loves it though. That's all that matters.
Exactly.
So now, as producers, we got to bring it to life. Bring it to live, not even to live, because the record is there.
Once again, we're here at the Producers Union Podcast, This dude right here, Music Mystro, is dropping jewels on a lot of you young guys. Then we have the young up and coming star himself, who is quietly roasting studios. Have you and Evan Brown ever linked up?
Nah, actually, nah. But there's like a couple beats we did together, but not in the studio.
No way.
That's the funny. Yeah.
Oh Lord, all right.
So y'all did records, but y'all didn't do
Alright.
them in the same room?
Nah.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
Let me
Wow.
let me explain that.
That's crazy.
How I met him and Evan. They went to the same college.
Yeah.
Word?
Yeah.
No way.
Okay. So
What school? Five Towns?
Five Towns.
Five Town. Big shout out Five Towns.
Towns.
Oh man.
So how that happened was, Evan is from the Bronx and Evan lives I was living in Manhattan at the time. But anyway, Evan had me come out there to judge a beat battle. I judged the beat battle. This dude is on the keyboard. No, pardon me. The piano, grand piano.
No way.
And he's playing the piano, rapping.
No way.
Playing
you serious?
Playing the piano, rapping.
Hold on, you rap too?
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
No way.
Yeah, I get that a lot though, but yeah, it's been a minute. Like I stopped. I'm not gonna say I stopped rapping. I took a break from rapping back in like 2016.
Which was like not long ago.
Yeah,
That was yesterday. Yeah.
So you still nice with it, huh?
I still,
You rap.
yeah, here and there, not to like record though. Like my cousin, he made me record like the first verse because I produced a song for him. He was like, "Nah, you're jumping on the first verse." I'm like, "I'm not doing this now." He's like, "Nah, first verse, otherwise I'm not doing it." I'm like, all right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why do you ever listen to artists now, and you're like, man, your beat, my beat is better than your beat, and I know my verse could be better than your verses. Do you ever say to yourself like, man, like I could do what they're doing and better?
Yeah, that's part of the reason why like it stopped a little bit, because at first, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna say stubborn, but I wasn't really listening for like the new stuff like that. Even the way I rap, a lot of people tell me I had like an old school flow. So like me listening to everything, I couldn't get into it, but I guess producer side kind of stepped in. I was like, you know what? I might not like it like that, but I'm gonna be a little bit more open to it. I kind of get what they're doing, like the like Lil Uzi Vert, the EXO Tour Life song. If you take out the beat and you put like a band behind it, it's pretty much punk rock.
Right.
So it's like I get what they're doing now. They're revamping, just differently. That's why he's like, no, don't put this beat on for me. I'm a rock star. I don't want to. I kind of get it. At first, I was like cringing, but it's like I kind of get it now. And then I'm probably making it extreme saying this, but even the mumble rapping, some of it, like I'll take Young Thug for example. I know it's an extreme before I say it. I know.
Young Thug.
But if you
Young Thug got a lot of them new songs. He got Lil Baby and Gunna. He kind of turned himself into like a little mogul himself.
Yeah, it's like if you think about like scatting back in the day.
Yeah.
It's not actual words, but there's some type of rhythm to it. There's some type
cadence.
of
Right.
So I'm like, everything is a cycle. It just comes right back. Even R&B now is becoming a little bit more soulful and stuff like that. So it's all a cycle.
Right.
All the cycle.
So if anyone approached you, any artist, old or new, you have no problem working with.
I'm not gonna say it depends on it. Like, cause I never like to force a record.
Got you.
There's been instances, cause like I was short on cash or whatever, where I found myself forcing a record, and I was just like in the middle of it. I'm like, nah, I don't know if this could work.
Yeah.
Just cause it just sounded forced. And
6ix9ine came to me right now and came through this room right here. Pulls out his pocket $50,000 right now. Saying, nigga, I need a beat. Could you force yourself to pull something out?
I don't know. I'd probably have to be like in studio just to see what that kind of vibe is like. I was like, I'm not opposed to it, but just to see if it works. Just to see if it works.
The Mystro's looking like
he's going. No gunshot. No gunshot.
no gunshots, Maestro.
You know what? Let me say this. A lot of this new rap, Eric Johnson don't like it.
Right.
Music Mystro understands it.
Gotcha. Ooh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Got
So,
you.
and you know,
Got you.
I'm a DJ. So I tell a lot of people like, yeah, I have all these records because I'm a DJ. I have to have these records. I don't play for myself. I play for the people.
Right.
So if y'all like it and that's the hottest song, I gotta play it.
Right.
Now, is it something that I'm gonna bump in my car in my leisure? No. Will I play it? I love it in the club. Yeah. So to answer his question, I get it. He's gonna do it because I guarantee you, if I'm in there with it, I'm gonna set it off and I'm gonna give him the alley-oop. I'm gonna toss it up there. I'm gonna give him the alley-oop. I'm gonna start it off for him, and it's just gonna come to him. Okay, I get it.
Fire!
Am I lying, Ricky?
Blood fire!
Am I lying?
Yo, I'll be honest with you. If 6ix9ine came in and you was like, I don't really know about. I'm like, my nigga,
I'm not gonna.
you better get that $50,000 and pay that bill,
Wait.
and force yourself to feel it.
I didn't say I was gonna say. I didn't say I was gonna tell him I don't know. I've been like, all right.
Yeah.
Like, just tap away. I'm like, all right. If it work, if you're not in this head, all right.
What do you think about? And I'm specifically talking to you guys because you guys are very like really talented. Like you can make records with Beyonce. You can make records with the most simplest rapper in the world. Like when you hear some of these new producers like Murder Beats and they play these simple track type joints. How do you feel when you know like what he did, Fifi? You know what he did. You could do that in literally 2 minutes and 10 times better. Does it ever make you be like, damn, like I'm doing too much?
Yes.
I'm killing myself. And these guys out here are so dumbing it down. They are dumbing it down to the lowest of the most bare. Literally like a kick, a snare, heavy 808, and maybe another effect sound or something. But they are taking it to the bare.
Baby.
So how?
That's my joint right there. Shouts to Filthy.
Rich, by the way.
You know that you, baby. Hey. Now, what you?
likes that one every time I perform it.
Yeah, I like that one.
I gotta say, you are a true DJ, man. You are a true supporter, man. I like that you always keep it 100, but you always, you know how to make the clubs jump. Always.
I always come through when you ain't got your shit too.
You ain't lying. There'll be mad times I'll be at a show and then someone will pull one of those. Oh, Jimmy's in the building and he's a producer for. They'll start looking back at me like, yo, pass me the flash drive. And I'm like, good God, I don't even have no flash drive. Out the blue, out here, the record start flying out the speaker. Jay-Z. And I'm looking up at Mystro and he has my entire catalog in his laptop. Like, amazing, man. Amazing.
Well, you sent it to me.
Gunshots for that one.
Without a doubt, man.
Listen, man, let me tell you something, man. Jimmy been upstate to my mama house.
Oh, yeah. Big shout out to Mama.
Word.
Big shout out to Mama. Hope she's all right. Soon to be Grandma.
Yeah. Damn, son.
Uh-huh. You know that's a big moment. That's a she's happy.
I ain't really tell nobody that I was having a kid.
No way.
No.
You a lie.
I ain't put it out there. I did not put it out on Instagram.
How do you... Hold on. First of all, you're a super producer, Music Mystro.
Okay.
How do you separate home life from... I've seen you get into arguments with people. I've seen you get into like wars with people on social media. And I'll be sitting there watching the whole... Let me
ask you this.
But you able to keep something private like that?
Let me ask you this. You notice you haven't seen Music Mystro popping up a lot.
I very much noticed that a lot.
I have another account where it's all my personal. I stay on my personal account now. When I'm on my music, when I'm on my music thing or being silly, I'll go to Music Mystro. But I had to separate the two.
That's smart.
So I have another account that's completely private, and if you're not a personal friend, you ain't on that page. Like I try to keep music people off that, but there are some music people that's on there that I hold here.
Like their family and their...
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
Got you. That's
You,
tough.
you'll make it. I just haven't ran across your page
That's
to
tough.
add you.
That's real tough, man. I
know.
gotta say, before it's been a while since like we got up. At the time, you were dating somebody that you weren't sure if everything was working out with the music and time and then you guys broke up, right?
Yeah.
Did music have something to do with that? And do you guys ever before you finally chilled out, thank you Jesus, hallelujah, did you ever have a problem with that, like with separating the DJ from Eric from the producer Music Mystro, like, and then trying to have a life? You know what I mean? Like, did there ever conflict where it's like, damn, I'm supposed to be Eric right now, but Music Mystro, people keep calling me Music Mystro. Like, do you ever have that problem trying to?
Hey, Jimmy, you know I'm
trying to
anti-social.
juggle and balance. I know that.
Yeah.
Which
With females in my personal
is,
life?
just your personal life, family, friends.
Family, yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes. I don't want to talk music with family. Like, a lot of my family, like, the New York family members, they don't really do it with me. Because they know what I do. You know, but they don't mess with me about that.
Gotcha.
You know, now I do have a little cousin that just started rapping, and you know, they trying, get your cousin in the studio. Out of town family, you know. But for the most part, they really don't know how deep and serious it is. Some of them, a lot of them don't know. But there's some that know, you know. I've been in situations with females where it's like females in the industry.
Wow.
Where it's like I've tried to holler at them, and you know, there was this one broad I blatantly told, she was like, yo, all y'all producers do, y'all want to work, but y'all trying to fuck me. Well, I was like, I came to you trying to holler. I didn't ask to work with you. Straight up. I was like, I didn't offer to work with you. I was trying to holler.
Right.
She couldn't say nothing because that was real. Like, I didn't come to you to work. I didn't come to you to work with you.
That's real.
You know, but
that's
you know, when it's hard, like, because when you dating somebody that's in the music industry or that does music, they expect you to help them.
Automatically.
That's and then don't like they shit. Then you coming up with all types of excuses, or you just curving them. Like, I don't want to talk about music. Like, damn, like, I don't want to hear. Like,
same thing with you.
Nah, I mean, my situation before, I was actually trying to help her. Boss.
You was actually trying to work with her.
No, not as an artist. Like, she was into like content stuff. Like, she wanted to, do like a vlog and everything like that. And I was trying to push her to do that, but at the same time, me doing everything, like, I give one example, and I don't even mean to blow up, but I was at a gig playing keys or whatever, and then coming back, it was a thing of, kind of saying that I wasn't tentative, if that's the word. So the event, what you call it, the showcase back in January. The producer cipher.
Yes.
I almost didn't let her go because I'm like, if she's saying that I wasn't tentative during this, how the hell she
really
gonna
right.
That became a big argument.
The joint when you was up there with me?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How'd that turn out?
And not that good, but is good person, cool people. And she blocked me on everything too. But
what?
Yeah.
She blocked you on everything?
Yeah, on everything.
Is she still trying to do the music, or she's still trying to do something?
I mean, I would hope so. I couldn't even. I can't even tell you. I'm blocked on everything.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, the industry is cold.
Yeah, but I do realize that I gotta have, for whoever come next, I gotta have a balance, because like when I'm in work mode, like there were times where I was in the wrong, where I'm like, well, I'm working on this, let me just finish this up, not really spending time.
That which is true.
Yeah.
That's good. That you're owning. You're owning things that you could have improved, but I guess you had to go through it to be able to understand.
But I realized that was somebody who I was seeing recently that didn't really pan out. Cool people too. Me and her still cool. She was saying, "Yo, you have to slow down."
Right.
Because around the time like we were talking, I was trying to get stuff done. Then I get hit up about a gig, like learn 18 songs in 5 days. And it's like, dang, I still ain't finished this yet. And then there was a song I producing for D-Mac. I ain't finished that yet.
D-Mac, yeah.
And
that record you did was dope, by the way.
Oh,
they had a video for it.
Oh, okay. I think I know. Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Was it during when it was real warm, or was last year? Or
yeah, there was the last one was during the winter time.
John was dope.
Oh, thank you.
Real dope, brother.
Thank you.
Really coming up. Let me ask you another question, because this is something that I think all producers go through, where you have artists that, I really wanna, and this is no knock on my artists, but those artists that do it, they approach you, they hear about you, they hear what you, they know that you're legit, that you official. You make it known to them like, yo, don't come to me unless you are ready to come to me appropriately. They will go through the whole process with you of wanting records. I want records. I'm ready. You go and lock in with them on some records. Then as you get ready to talk business with them, they'll start coming with a story about why they can't do it, or why that number that you gave them is too high, and it just sucks the wind out of want to work with artists sometimes. For me, I know it just.
Yeah, I'm really
like Mystro said. I'm gonna work with you only when I know, because I want to mess with you.
Yeah.
Because if it comes down to real business, a lot of times you're gonna play games, and you're gonna never, and you're gonna get one shot, and that's it. After that, I'm never gonna do no business with you again.
Yeah, I'm real selective with that right now.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm very selective because there's some people I guess that like hit me up on the DMs that I would like to work with, but I just know that I'm not in the space to do that right now with them.
Right.
But yeah, there's people that actually, like I work with D-Mac, Joanny Elise, which she was actually a feature on the song that she was talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
It was a feature on it.
Yeah, right. And there's a couple other people, but other than that, it's like realistically, like I had a problem. I'll backtrack. I had a problem saying no, like a few years ago.
Have you ever had that problem saying no at one point?
No.
Well, you know what, Music Mystro is a little bit different. Yeah. He always been a little different. He'll tell you in a heartbeat no.
I think I was telling Ricky. Ricky's very nice.
Yeah, really is a great
very
guy.
Nice.
Great guy.
And this one thing I used to tell Evan too, right?
He's another great guy.
Let me be the bad guy.
Humble.
But now Evan is learning. Evan done learn because he'll know me.
Right.
He'll know, but at least when he knows me, he tells me no. There's a reason behind it.
Exactly.
Exactly. But he also comes to me. He's like, yo, I see why you like you. He said, I see why you are the way you are, how you was. Where it's like you keep the beats to yourself. You wouldn't send nothing. You don't let nothing out. Yo, son, all it takes is 4 bars.
Right.
4 bars. And your song will be, your beat will be out over some song that you didn't give the okay to.
You ain't lying. They'll cut that little 4 bars out and make a whole record.
Yeah, somebody tried that with me.
Somebody tried that with you?
Yeah, they said send them a snippet. This was like years ago. They said send them a snippet. My tag is all on it.
Wow.
They somehow extended the beat. My tag is playing every 10 seconds. I'm like, yo, how did they had some talent to do that? They had drops in there. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wow.
Yeah, they had drops in the right space. They had it filtered in, but when they did the filter, the what you call it, like the underwater effect or whatever, my tag was still there. It's like,
wow.
And I'm like,
how do you handle that? Do you tell homeboy? Do you blow him up on it? Because I mean, now everything's out there on social media. You could hit. I've had to take some people conversations with like, look, you sound crazy right now. I'm gonna blur your Instagram out. But I want to show the industry what some of the bullshit people do. Like, are you serious? Like, people really look. If I'm lying, I'm flying. People really do bullshit behind these DMs. You know what I mean? Like, they think that we just dumb producers. Like, we don't respect our craft. You know what I mean?
What kills me, like a lot of these new artists, they need to have business etiquette.
Yes.
Cause
Yes, so true.
you know how many pending messages I have on Instagram, and like I look at it, yo, check out my video, yo, check this.
They don't even say hello.
Yeah,
I
like
had this.
yo, their approach is wrong, you know, and you know, I know what he's about to say, man. I know what he about to say, and you know what, man. In that situation, I'm gonna let you say the situation, but I'm gonna say my reaction. I ain't want Ricky to say shit. Mm-hmm. Let me get him. Mm-hmm. How dare that motherfucker? Tell a story. Cause you know what, man? I don't care, man. Like, I don't care. Not listen, man.
Let him tell the story, man.
Nah, son.
Crazy?
Like I'm about to say so producers a union. You artists, y'all pay money for the DJ to play your shit, for the video director to shoot your video, for a publicist to write you up in a damn magazine, blog, whatever the fuck. What else y'all do? Y'all pay for stylists. Y'all pay for everybody but your first line of defense, which is the producer. Without the music, you ain't putting out shit. So why can't we get some of this money that y'all giving everybody else? We the first line of defense. Y'all can't put out no goddamn acapella album. And then I'm a jerk. I'm a jerk when I pop off and I say some shit like, we don't need y'all artists. Yes, y'all do. No, we don't. Because we could score movies, we could do jingles, we could do all types of, we could put out instrumental albums.
That's so deep. That's so true.
We necessarily don't need artists because music is the most universal fucking language.
That's so true. That's real right there. Real talk. That's real talk.
Can we get some respect? Pay us for our shit, man. You know what I mean? Word, like, shouts to my man Filthy. Like, Filthy even, like, this my man. And he even came at me like, yo, I don't want to come at you wrong. And he threw me some bread for a beat. You know what I mean? And I ain't even hit him with the full price. Because that's my man. But he respected a nigga craft. Alright. Let me stop being the mad producer right now. I'm not mad. It's just annoying, man. Like not being respected for what we do. Like y'all motherfucker, like, and then you got the producers that's fucking up the game, selling 5 beats for $20, man. What the fuck? Like $20 can't even fill up my gas tank. Nigga, are you serious? I mean, like I really get emotional about this, man, because like, Jimmy, we come from an era where it's like, we got a first half that was 25,000,
right?
And if the record didn't come out or not, we didn't have to give that shit back.
We still got the money.
We still got the money.
That was a blessing.
We still got our first half.
Yeah, real talk, man.
For real, man.
No lie.
So
record done and you get that second half.
Yeah. Or how about Jimmy? How about just going to Def Jam?
Yeah.
You just go to Def Jam and you play beats for whatever A&R. Back then they had power to cut you a check.
Hell yeah.
I want this beat. I want this beat. They'll cut you a check and you don't know where them beats is going, and but you got a check.
They had multiple artists that they were A&R, so
yeah.
It was multiple artists that they had in charge of one person.
Yeah. So yeah, I just say that like, like these numbers that y'all come at us with like, yo, y'all. Not every artist, but some artists they flossing with. They want to look fly. They want to have the new Jordans. They want this. They want that, and they want quality beats, but they don't want to pay.
Right.
Now the thing that I got, I ain't even get
Problem
that.
is, they can't pay you the way they buying all that other shit. They can't hit you with a credit card scam. That's the problem. They can't come to a producer like, yo, here's you feel me, a fraud. Let me cash out on the beat because you going.
Well, nah. If you going cash out, you doing credit card fraud. Find a way to turn that fraud money into cash money and give me the cash money.
Here you go. Talk to him.
You know, but yeah, you know, because at the end of the day, yo, the laptop costs $25,000 alone. Whether you getting these programs or you paying for them. Logic runs like about $400 to $600, probably $1,200, depending if you getting it cracked or you paying for it.
Right.
The plugins is like $50 to $100 each, more than that sometimes. True. Then you got your MIDI controllers or whatever else you use. Like this shit, you got your speakers. That's like another $300 per speaker.
That's so true.
But y'all want to give us fucking $50. For a beat.
I didn't even get off of that. The thing I got hit.
Yeah, you know what? I'm sorry, bro. Tell a story, because I really did. I went off for a second.
No, but that was so important. We need to hear that because a lot of people want to hear it. A lot of producers want to hear it. They just afraid to say it. You know what I mean? Or speak. They don't feel like they could speak it.
And you know what?
It still happens.
This is gonna sound. This may sound funny. What I'm about to say. People that's in the game and know who I'm about to name. You know, a lot of who gave me that mentality. A lot of conversations with Bink.
There we go.
All right.
That's my guy.
A lot of and people write Bink off as the mad producer, but it's like no, like he's talking with sense, and you can't get over on that man. And when he call you out on your bullshit, he's the mad producer. The dude is just very fucking smart and passionate about his work.
He know his shit.
Right. Once again, I'm sorry. Tell your story. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Now, pretty much in the DM, like I look at the request or whatnot, you know, I guess people who I don't follow, people I don't even know who following me. I look, dude said, let me rap over one of your beats. You know, what's up? No, hey, how are you?
Let me rap over one of your beats.
No prior conversation. No, hey, what's up? My name is such and such. I'm from here. Nothing.
No way.
So I'm like, yo, I left it on scene. I hit accept and left it on scene on purpose, just to let them know that I saw it.
Right.
I post about it. I never ran on Facebook, but I'm like, yo, I gotta put this out there for the whole purpose of etiquette. Just etiquette. So I put it out there. The majority of everybody's laughing. I wake up to a response saying, oh, well, you need to be more humble because there was a point where you wanted people to rap over your beats. And I'm like, what? And then there's another dude that agreed with him. Now, I don't know where his energy is from, what his energy was, but he was like, yeah, true, facts, whatever. And first dude understood where I was coming from after I said what I said. I'm like, nah, it's about etiquette. Read the post again.
Right.
Second dude is still going off like, nah, you do that to people all the time. I'd be more wise or whatever. I'm like,
these are who are these people?
Right, and I wanted to get on that post. My nigga, who the fuck is you?
Oh my god!
Like, did they read this shit properly? Like, what the?
Whoa!
Yeah.
Like, see, Ricky not confrontational, but I'll tell you about yourself.
Oh my god. So true.
This is like, I just feel like, yo, this is my little brother, man. Like, I gotta protect him. That's how I feel about Evan. You know what I mean? Just like how you felt about me when I was coming up. Still. You know, like, yeah. My nigga Jimmy said, yo, you been quiet, son. What are you doing? Let's get these records out.
Because we enjoy when you say stuff that most people are afraid to say. You know what I mean? Like, that's why like I was happy that you came, because you are the ideal person. You're kind of like Charlemagne. You're like the Charlemagne of the Breakfast Club. Like you're gonna say something that is gonna make some people like, yeah, and it's gonna make others, another half be like, fuck you. But you, the way you do it is truth. You know what I mean? What side of truth you're on, it depends on you. If you agree with it or if you don't. But Mystro's the one, he's gonna always put it out there. He's gonna put out there raw, plain, just like it is. However you want to swallow it or digest it or whatever is on you. And then if you want to continue, he'll snap all day. Like he'll be little and make you look so small, where the artist will never want to ever reach out to him again. You know what I mean? About beats. You know what I mean?
It's happened.
Facebook post.
Like this guy is something else. Like I gotta say, Mystro is definitely. You need to do podcasts a lot more. I'm surprised you haven't been doing memes. Producer memes.
I used to.
What happened? You start offending people?
Everything I do offends people. I think my face just offends people.
Oh my God.
Yo, like I just be joking around a lot, and I don't know, man. Maybe I got a sick, twisted sense of humor.
Oh my God, man. Well, I gotta say, man, I'm really thankful that you guys have come out.
I will say this, right? Hold on. I get labeled an asshole.
Oh my goodness.
I get labeled a jerk. People call me everything. Fuck Mystro, whatever. But when they hear them beats drop,
there you go. There you go.
When they hear it, and this is what I used to tell NASA. Let me be the bad guy, because at the end of the day, I have a service that everybody wants. So no matter what I say, as long as I'm good at my craft and I can do what I do, I can call them shots.
Right.
You know, like you trying to get to a certain position where you really can't afford to be the bad guy because you ain't got shit to offer.
Right.
Whereas I do. Go fuck yourself, okay?
Right, exactly.
You know, but then at the same time, it's like, yo, you know what? I got a lot of relations, and I'm just happy that I have people around me that understands. Like, they understand me, because a lot of people like, Mystro's the coolest person on the face of the earth. I just don't understand. He's very outspoken.
Hell yeah.
But he's, you know, but
it's fact.
I don't know. Maybe I rub people the wrong way with the truth.
But that's why you need to definitely be able to. I mean, I'm sure you can sleep well when you know your mind and your heart was right, and people know how you feel.
Jimmy,
you can sleep a lot better.
You know what's my favorite response, dog? When people's talking about music and they'll talk about something, and my reply, that shit is doo-doo. That shit's trash. Oh, you a hater. Why the fuck am I a hater? Because I have my own personal opinion I'm a hater? Because I don't like this shit, I'm a hater? That's my personal opinion, nigga. What I eat don't make you shit. It's trash to me.
Right.
That don't make me a hater. I don't like it, my nigga.
Right.
Nah, you just a hater. You don't like nothing. That may be true, but I could give you a reason why I don't like it.
Man, I gotta say, man, if there's anything that you guys could tell tomorrow's producer, there was one thing that you did that you felt like if you could do it again, you would change. What would it be? One thing.
I could go first on this.
And I mean early. Think about it. This is early in your career.
Because you still early on. So
maybe what? You don't want to be too nice. Maybe what is it? You want to say no more. There's a minute. I mean, even at any level that you're in, there's mistakes and things that turns and things that you do that in that area of your life, in your point in your life that may not always be the right move, might have been the great move. So for you and your vehicle and what you got going on now, things that you may have done that you felt like, damn, if I could do it again, I would do it different.
Yeah.
What would it be?
Well, if I could dial back, if I could tell myself a few years ago not to do something, it would be signing a contract.
Okay.
Without a lawyer.
Whoa. That's
I signed a contract years ago. No
key,
lawyer.
key.
Yeah.
And that's crazy because how listening to Mystro, that was something that was early in his career, 18. That I'm sure if he could do it over, he would have told him, hold on, let me get someone to look at this contract before I signed it. You know what I mean?
Did I do that? Yeah, for me, it'll definitely be not signing that contract,
Not
getting
contract.
a lawyer. You know, that'll definitely be number one. You know, but I will say this. It's kind of a gift and a curse, that contract, because I'm gonna put something out there that I haven't really put out to too many people. The reason why I'm the way I am now, very outspoken, very brutally honest, early in my career, I looked forward to everything. And you could tell me anything and I look forward. Like it was so much disappointment. A lot of disappointments, bad contracts, people telling me certain things, you know. So it just got to a point after a while I got fed up and sick of it. And it made me the monster that I am today, where it's like now I have special powers to see through bullshit. You know. So that contract was a gift and a curse. You know, but if I had to do it again, I would have definitely got a lawyer. And this is the same thing, like, Jimmy, we've been around for years. I've really just started coming out about this, like, because we do panels a lot, like the I Standard, and like the last one in the past summer, or was that last year that we did at SAE? You know, past summer, you know, I really started talking about it, you know, because like I'm seeing a lot of young kids falling into it. So now it's like, okay, you know what? Let me tell my truth. You know, let me tell the little things that I had to do to get around. Like, you know, a lot of the records that I did, my name just started popping up on them.
That's crazy. That's crazy. You've been
doing a
lot of work, man.
And one thing I told this kid, right? We was talking about, there was a post. It wasn't a post. I think I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast. Shouts to my man Parks. Parks said something. What are you willing to sacrifice? The money or the credit? I'm sacrificing the money.
Right.
Because that credit is going to continue to give me work. There's one kid said he's sacrificing the credit. But I had to break it down to him. I said, he said something crazy. He said, sacrifice the credit but maintain. He said something wild, but my rebuttal was that is like, yo, you got to know how to do that. Right. Because there's been situations where my name wasn't on the record as a producer, but my publisher name was there, so I still got my credit.
Still got your credit either way.
I still got the credit. I'm not there as a producer, but my publisher name is there, so that means I'm still getting paid for this shit. You know. That's
crazy. Wow, that's really dope. Pretty dope. I've been through situations like that as well.
I know.
You know, I took L's on certain situations, like I did in My Way record, publishing wise, but I gained a ton full of other records and singles.
That was a great L, though.
Yeah, that was a great L because people knew why I took the L. It was Frank Sinatra. Sinatra don't give nothing up to nobody. Even dead, he's even more vicious as a businessman dead than he is alive.
But yeah, listen. But Jay-Z. Not even Jay-Z on your first placement.
Yeah, that was a blessing.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I had the opportunity to pull the record. Like, they were like, yo, you don't want to do the deal? But Jay felt real strongly about this. He wants the record. He wants it. He knew that publishing-wise, Old Blue Eyes was taking 80% of it. He knew this.
But sometimes...
Like, I want the record that bad. Because not only did I take the L, he had to take the L too.
And sometimes it's not about
You know what I mean?
it's not about the money. Sometimes it's
that's
all
what-
about the art.
That's the point exactly with Hope. It wasn't about the money with him. Like I don't give. It was about the body of work, the art. Him talking about Dame and Big, the Rat Pack. It was all about the idea of the art. It was not about the money. And I got that.
And at the time, Jay-Z ain't care about no money.
He didn't care about no money. He was filthy already.
Yeah.
He was filthy.
But let me ask, for that record, you did get an upfront, right?
Yeah. I got like 15,000, 20,000.
Okay.
They gave me 15 up front and 10 on the back. It was really supposed to be 20, but they gave me an extra 5 because I agreed to back down on publishing for the sake of making sure the record goes through. So they gave me more money and then they gave me more placements. But then the whole Rockefeller. So it was a win-win either way.
And that was before the Murder Inc. side.
Yeah, that was way before. But like I say, I just want to thank you guys so much. You guys are my brothers.
Yeah.
We are gonna be doing something else here. Where we're gonna set some up and do like a cipher. Where we're gonna have multiple plugs and have you guys go back and forth and play records that each other have. You know what I mean? Like we all play records, but we'll be able to do it back and forth with each other.
I'm not playing your records, B.
No, you ain't got to play. All right, I got you. No problem. No, you gonna play Music Mystro records. Ricky Belfort's gonna play Ricky Belfort records, and I'm gonna play my old little records too. Are you guys going to the celebrity cipher, producer cipher? You're performing?
Yeah, I'm one of the openers.
Oh Lord!
It's a celebrity producer cycle?
I said it again. I said Heatmaker's gonna be there. Scram Jones is gonna be.
I have not.
Yeah, it's out. It's coming up everywhere right now. I seen your name, which I was like, oh,
that's
shit.
dope. Hatch didn't call me for that.
You need the brother. You gotta be there. Like anyone in New York needs to be there.
I mean, I do them almost every year, so it won't,
exactly.
it won't hurt if I miss one.
No, you gotta be there, brother.
But see, you know what? If I be there, and if I have my shit knowing Hatch, get on stage.
He's gonna tell you anyway.
He always does.
When
that.
he see you, you're my bad. Forgot. Yo, come on, you next, because there's just certain people that
especially
artists, performers that love to hear Mystro when he plays his records, because the way he sets his records up, you're like, damn. Like,
yeah, I remember you wasn't in that one. The very second past the plug, it was me, Rook, Scram Jones, Buddha and Grams, Divine, Mahogany,
crazy.
Pain
Mahogany.
1, Illmind, Cardiac.
Was Rockwell there?
Rock wasn't in that one. Rock wasn't in that one. I'm looking around at these niggas. I was like, yo, listen. Discography round, y'all gonna bust my ass. So I'm coming out swinging with these beats. I said, I'm coming out swinging with these beats. First beat I played, Rook was like, nigga.
That look was.
Second beat I played, Scram Jones like, oh, you ain't playing fair.
Made them start shuffling their lineup and all that.
Yeah, but I had to, because it's like, yo, I got a lot of album cuts. Yo, son. I had to look. That sounded like how I start off one of my beats. I'm like, oh shit. No, but them things is always fun, man. Like we did it last year, which was cool.
It's pretty cool.
Them shits is always fun.
It's pretty cool, man.
But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Hatch reach out to me within the.
J Hatch, I'm telling you right now, you need to make sure Music Mystro is in that building.
Yo, but like I said, I wouldn't mind if I'm not on the bill. I wouldn't mind.
I'm more. I don't know why he asked me to do it, but I'm not really like inclined to do it.
Matter of fact, I took your spot one year.
Yeah, because they told me you took my spot.
Cause you
that was the time that I wasn't there when the time that Rockwell didn't come in was, I remember the very first one that they did when everyone was there. Mahogany, Heatmakers, everybody was in it, and they had like the little the battle off thing going, and then the next one I wasn't around.
Yes, I remember there was another one. Damn, it was me, you, Amadeus,
Yeah,
Buddha, Cardiac, Rockwaller,
bunch of heat.
Ron Browns was on stage, Fred the God,
Yeah,
S1.
Yep,
Hey, yo, Ricky.
that's pretty crazy.
Yo.
Yeah, I gotta say, we got some really dope producers in New York.
man.
I'm not gonna front. As much as they make a big deal about this little, down south and all that stuff, like he's solid. I can honestly say these producers, we can do a multitude of genres. You know what I mean? We can handle any artist right now on the radio with no questions. You know what I mean? And give them what they want. You know what I mean? Some producers, they just trapped in whatever vehicle they could work with. Some people can't do that. You know what I mean? And just last thing before we go, I know that you play in church. Coming from a background from church, I know how important playing live instruments was in church. Something that I didn't really think that it would transfer over to the music business until I got to the music business. And I'm like, wow, okay. Like, so it ain't just with church. You know what I mean? Like, how does it feel for you coming from church background, being in the music industry, and then still playing in church? You know what I mean? How does that feel?
I guess in one aspect, I feel like it keeps me. Oh, both of them. In one aspect, I feel like it keeps me sort of grounded, but also like the type of chords I play in church and being that it's a lot of improv. Like some of the stuff I do in the beat, I might cater to the new kind of sound a little bit, but if you really, really hear, I'm playing gospel chords on like trap drums.
Wow.
If you
That's
think about
crazy.
it. Yeah. So it's like a lot of what I play, how I play in church, they're in my beats. There might not be, sometimes it might be tucked. It probably won't be like prevalent, but it's in there. In some way, shape, or form, whether it's a bass line, I'm doing bass lines with the 808, doing like somewhat of like a church kind of progression. So.
Okay, we'll just have a little fun fact. Suppose Justin Bieber takes a record from you, it does 10 million. What you gonna do with your first publishing check? You look in your mail, you get a publishing check for 800,000.
Wow.
First thing you do, what is the first thing you're gonna do with your money? Just curious to know.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna pay off them debts. That student loan, I'm paying that off. They're gonna stop calling me. They will stop calling me.
A responsible young man right there is going to pay off his student loans. Are you serious, brother?
Nah, I'm dead ass. They call every day.
Oh, not me. I'm going to the boom boom room.
If I got some money left, probably.
To the moon with the tatas.
If I got money left, yeah.
He said, if I got money left. Wow, that's really good, man. Really good to hear, man. Good to hear from you guys, man. I look forward to seeing you guys at the Pass and Plug. You guys are the first two producers on my Producers in Your Pocket. I couldn't have anybody else better at this point.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for allowing me to interview you. And let's work, man. I look forward to hearing great things from you this year. Without a doubt, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Music Mystro. What you got to say, brother? Talk to me.
Jesus loves you. Yo, let me tell one more quick story, man.
Here we go.
One more quick story. I Standard. Judging the I Standard with Jimi Kendrix. There was this producer that was so bad. He was bad.
Oh my God.
He was so bad. When it was time for Jimmy to give his critiques, Jimmy picks up the mic, looks at the paper, and he looks around. Jesus loves you. Put the mic down. Oh man! So the funny thing about you can't get mad because that's not good, and it's not good. That's not bad. I live on the 5th floor. If I have it on 3, that's on me, baby.
Yeah. This is y'all's Jimi Kendrix with my co-host, Mr. DJ NY, man. Ricky Belfort, Music Mystro, Filthy Rich in the building, man.
Hey, yo, plug your shit. Pause.
Plug in. Can we get it? Can we get
No,
some plug in?
I'm talking about your damn social media.
Oh,
Wait, how can we reach you? Look, let me just tell all of you artists are watching this. Do not approach any of these guys right here with disrespect or without some money in your Cash App. Okay? Cash App, PayPal, come correct. I'm telling you, mark my words, these guys are about to blow crazy. When they do, trust me, they're going to post your corny DMs on social media for the world. You don't want to be on that side. You don't want to be that person that offered them $150 for a beat. Because you will never get through again. How can they reach you?
At Ricky Belfort on everything. That's RICKYBELFORT on everything.
On everything, you heard them. And Music Mystro. I know you got a bunch of different things going on.
Music Mystro, MUSICMYSTRO.
That's it?
What?
On everything?
Yeah, on everything. Music Mystro on everything.
On everything.
Yeah,
I wish.
on everything, man. I think the only thing I'm not Music Mystro on is Snapchat, which I really don't be on all the time. You know, that one is Mystro on the beat because somebody got Music Mystro and they not even a Music Mystro. I had to D-block this on YouTube. I had to D-block my Music Mystro name.
No way.
Yeah, I got it though.
That's
I got
crazy.
it. The dude gave it to me.
That is
I was
crazy.
like, yo, fam, you don't even do music. How you name Music Mystros, huh? Like, come on.
Wow.
He turned the name loose. He turned it loose.
Thank God for the young man, whoever was that gave that name up.
It's an old man.
You have had no use as Music Mystro, and you cannot do any music at all. On that note, man, we're out. Have a good night, brother.
Good night.
You want to say anything, Russell Simmons? Good night and God bless.
Jesus loves you.
Jesus loves you. Thank you.
American dream. American dream. American dream. Said I want some love.